Welcome to the closing presentation of the course Health and Comfort in Buildings. This course took a broad perspective on health and comfort aspects in buildings. You have learned first about the relationships between parameters of the indoors and occupants' health state, using an epidemiology-based three-steps model based on stressors, stress mechanisms, and their health effects. Stressors relating to indoor environmental quality, IEQ, are acoustical, lighting, thermal, and indoor air quality. For each of these four pillars, you got an idea about how they relate to possible diseases and disorders when the indoor environmental quality is not satisfying. Because this course is part of the PCP Buildings as Energy Systems, we put a lot of attention to thermal quality and indoor air quality. Considering thermal quality, you have learned about the parameters determining this quality, how to estimate them, and how to use Wanger's model and the adaptive model to assess thermal comfort. Considering indoor air quality, you have learned about its parameters, sources, and pollutants, and how to control air quality and limit exposure to pollutants. Special attention was given to SARS-CoV-2. Finally, during the last week, you have learned how to design building components and systems ensuring indoor environmental quality. We looked specifically at mechanical ventilation systems, the so-called air handling units, and also at facade elements for natural ventilation, like grilles, windows, and double skin facades. We also paid attention to window and lighting design, and finally to heating and cooling delivery systems at room level. These were the main building components influencing IEQ were reviewed. There is, of course, much more to learn. Complete handbooks and standards have been written on acoustic and lighting. There is a world to discover on this subject and still a lot of developments on suitable materials and acoustical control techniques. There is a lot of research ongoing on indoor air quality and exposure to pollutants and viruses. From the epidemiology point of view, there is still a lot to discover about the complex relationships between indoor environmental stressors and health. Smart materials with controllable light and heat transmittance are under development. And last but not least, we need to know more about people's preferences and behaviors indoors. What do they like? How do they use technical systems? Only this way it will be possible to create healthy and comfortable indoor environments. Please take a few seconds to read this quote by Philomena when announcing the Clima 2022 conference. Philomena Bluysen and myself would like to thank you for your participation in this course and the online discussions. And maybe we'll see you in one of the other MOOCs of this professional certificate program, Buildings as Sustainable Energy Systems. Next to comfort and health in buildings, there is also energy demand in buildings, energy supply systems for buildings, and efficient HVAC systems. We hope you have enjoyed it and wish you good luck. Goodbye.